Hey, what's going on? It's Unapologetic Gamer. I'm back with another video, man. In this video, we gonna talk about the Philadelphia Eagles' new addition, Linval Joseph. He got his first action and with against the Colts, man, this past Sunday, and just get straight to the point, man. I'm pleasantly surprised, man. I gotta be honest. I ain't know much about Linval Joseph. One thing, that's a big nigga right there. that's a big boy right there. So that's one thing. That nigga huge. You know what I mean? Like that's one thing that you notice right off the bat. But as far as when you get past the physical side of it, and you get to the gameplay, one thing that I'm pleasantly surprised at is he's very quick to be a big man. I ain't gonna hold you, dude. Like, he's very quick. He has quick hands. He has straight to the point movement. So he knows what he wants to do. And one thing that I love about him that I think Jordan Davis does so well, and that's they stand up double teams, man. They stand up double teams. You need your defensive tackles to be able to stand up double teams. What I mean by that is two guys come in to block them in the double team block. One of those guys want to hold the block, then get it peel off early to get to that second and third level, which is the linebacker level, and it's up to the safeties and the corners. And that's really what the Eagles been having issues with Jordan Davis being out. That's why the run defense has taken a huge dive, man. When you look at the players they do have available, and they did have available in Jordan Davis' absence, you had Javon Hargrave, who is a defensive tackle who's mainly a pass rushing defensive tackle. He's like a hybrid. He would be a good defensive end in like in a 3-4 scheme where he can still rush the passer. But he doesn't get very much push. He's kind of undersized at the defensive tackle, which you want up front. Then you got Fletcher Cox, who's past his prime, man. Sad to see. It's sad to see, man, because Fletcher Cox been the warrior for us, man. For years, he brought us the Super Bowl. One thing that made Fletcher Cox unique is not only his strength, but in his size, but his quickness and strength. He can mix that up, and he can bulldoze you, or he can swim move you, or he can, he had quick hands and everything like that. Not to say that he can't be effective anymore, but being effective like that on every single play is like, those days are gone, man. So to maximize his effectiveness, you have to have a nice rotation, which we did. That's why Fletcher Cox was having a pretty good year. Once Jordan Davis got out, and even with Jordan Davis being healthy, you still seen the difference when he was in the game and when he was out the game. Against the Detroit Lions, first week, we was wondering why Jordan Davis didn't play as many snaps, because we was getting abused in the run game. Fletcher Cox he doesn't stand up to double team, man, like he used to. So seeing that out of another player outside of Jordan Davis is a plus, man, because there's going to come a time where, like, you see Milton Williams getting time at the defensive tackle. That's Jordan Davis minutes. So you'll have Jordan Davis, Linval Joseph, Fletcher Cox, and they can have Hargrave in if they wanted to, or Wright again if they like. It gives them much more versatility inside now. Like this past Sunday, I seen them put Joseph, Sue, and Cox, all three in at the same time. or they had Hargrave, Sue, and Joseph all in at the same time. Now, can you imagine if they have Jordan Davis, Joseph, and Sue all in up front at the same time? That's why I'm not like, we shouldn't have no worries about the run game. You see, they held Jonathan Taylor to 84 yards on 22 carries, under 4 yards a carry. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. He gonna get yards because that's just the way their offense runs. They just carry. But 84 yards for the best, one of the best running backs in the league, the player that led the league in rushing last year, is just a plus, man. And that was their first action with the team. They didn't understand the scheme, but you don't have to teach big, man. You don't have to teach that. And he stood up that double team, man, and that allowed linebackers. I seen a lot of times C.J. Gardner, you know what I mean? He shot the gap and made some tackles. He had 4 tackles. Linval Joseph had 4 tackles. He had in the half a sack, man. I think he had a tackle for a loss, and he had a half a sack, man, in this first game. I can't wait till Jordan Davis comes back. Because we have another guy that can stand up a double team, and Sue is just tough, man, tough-minded. That's going to add toughness. Those guys are going to add toughness to our defense. We already had a tough defense. Those guys are going to add a lot more toughness and physicality to the defense, man. So it's just a plus, man. Great pickups, pickups, man, by Howie Roseman, Howie strikes again, man. So we good. We got 2 guys, not just one. We got 2 guys, but I think the key to the run game is going to be Linval Joseph. That's the key addition right there. I know Sue is the bigger name, but Linval Joseph, I think, is the pickup that fits the best. So help has arrived, man. Help has arrived, and it didn't take too long for Howie to recognize that these guys were sitting out there, and Howie made the move. You know what I mean? He's just been a step quicker than a lot of other people, man. And the thing is, when you playing in a city like Philly, you know what I mean, for an organization like the Eagles, who won a championship a few years back, and you the front runner in the league, you're going to be able to get players like this that maybe we wouldn't have been able to get players like this a few years ago. These players was going to the Patriots. You understand what I'm saying? These players was going to teams like that to go play because they wanted a real chance to win a Super Bowl, and the Eagles provide them that. So that's it for this video, man. Linval Joseph will become a key piece to the Philadelphia Eagles defense, man. Hit that like button. It definitely helps the algorithm. And the more likes the video gets, the more YouTube pushes the video. Share the videos too, man. Share all my content. Any Eagles fans in your family, any NFL fans in your family, I'm going to be doing more. I'm going to be doing a new segment, Bird's Eye View, around the league. I'll be talking about other teams and other topics around the league, other NFL stories, NFC opponents, AFC opponents, breakout performances on other teams. I'll be opening it up. I just wanted to set the foundation on this. This is the Eagles channel, and we look at everything from a bird's eye view, from a Philadelphia Eagle fan perspective. But hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you next time.